Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. I have Anand with me. Yesterday, an interesting news broke out that we had the first pharmaceutical company reaching the great milestone of becoming a $1 trillion company. This is the first pharma company to achieve this. Of course, I'm talking about Eli Lilly, which on the 21st of November 2025 became valued surpassing $1 trillion US dollars. That is a phenomenal number to reach, that too for a pharmaceutical company. We have been living in the world of AI and zealous investors chasing AI, and that is understandable. And the earnings being there, we have spoken many videos about that. But here, this is tried and tested. There is nothing. This is like a brick mortar company, but it shows you the extent of the problem of obesity worldwide, diabetes worldwide, and the market size of this, and the phenomenal future this drug offers for people is what it is showing, is what I feel. And the main reason for Eli is driven by two drugs primarily. That is the Zepbound for obesity and Mounjaro for diabetes 2. The reason why I'm saying these two drugs is more than half of the company's revenue of $17.6 billion, half of that $10.09 billion has come from these two drugs alone. It's standing at a rich valuation of 50 times earnings over the next 12 months, which is also a phenomenal number to be at. Of course, it is nowhere near where some of these AI companies are bound. Of course, you NVIDIA fans out there will immediately argue saying NVIDIA's PE is far lower, you should be considering NVIDIA. I get all that, but 50 times earnings is a phenomenal valuation to be sitting on, and it is projected and it's estimated that by 2030, the global obesity market, weight loss market, is going to be at $150 billion. Of course, India is one of the largest markets for this, and that is why a lot of them have started entering Indian market, including Mounjaro, which has entered India. Eli Lilly has overtaken Novo Nordisk, and the US prescription for obesity and diabetes drug has helped Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly for this. And this is the main reason why Novo Nordisk, has signed a deal with the Trump presidency, to somehow get back on the horse. And Anand did talk about Pfizer and Novo Nordisk fighting over that other pharmaceutical company, which Pfizer has won. So Pfizer has also thrown the weight into this obesity market. So taking all this into consideration, is it right that Eli Lilly alone deserves to be at the valuations where it stands? Is this where we are at? And what should we do as value investors going forward? Should we be touching Eli Lilly at these kinds of prices, is what I wanted to ask Anand about. And this is going to be our conversation for the day. So Anand, first, Eli Lilly, $1 trillion is a phenomenal number.
$1 trillion becoming very pedestrian.
Yeah.
In the sense that I think Tesla is almost there, and the most valuable company is NVIDIA. Then you have
Apple,
Microsoft,
yeah.
And then you have Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah.
So more and more companies are becoming $1 trillion. What does it tell me? That it is becoming easily, there is plenty of cash available in the market.
Correct.
And chasing stocks, which are chasing stocks at very abnormally high prices, high valuations. Yeah. Okay, the average valuation in America is 15-20.
Yes.
And to have a stock that's being chased up to 50
yes.
is phenomenal.
Yes.
I've already explained once to you in this very channel how the nature of the pharma industry works.
Correct.
The pharma industry works on blockbusters.
Yes.
So right now this company has two blockbuster drugs.
Yes, Zepbound and
Mounjaro.
Yeah.
But we don't know for how long this patent will last.
True.
Once the patent goes out, they have a 6-month exclusivity period where they tie up with two generic drugs providers.
Yeah, generic drug providers.
Then finally there will be enough copy of generic drugs. Mounjaro will be copied, Zepbound will be copied,
yeah,
and it will be released.
True.
Okay, and it depends on the epidemic, and the epidemic is already there. People like me are plenty.
Yes, even people like me.
So when this happens, what is going to happen? Trump has already done in the United States. Profits will be capped by the pressure that the generic companies put on these products.
Correct.
And also in the home markets, like in India, the government will expect these companies to give it away, throwaway price. So I do not know how long these guys will be able to exploit this margin. So their margin will tend to come down, and they will come down to earth. And normally I have not seen a pharma company which produces one winner after another.
Yes, those are rare.
Rare. So what is going to happen is even Eli Lilly, these patents will run out in some time.
Absolutely.
And then their margins in this will decline tremendously, and they will have to find new products which are equally efficient.
Correct.
Like I said, Pfizer has already bought a listed NASDAQ company who is in the clinical stage.
Yes.
Okay, and so he is promising another wonder drug. So there is too much research going on into this, and especially how to dull the brain. It's tricky to believe that it is the stomach is full. And there now once one has succeeded, you are going to have a family of documents for this.
Correct.
Family, a cocktail of drugs.
Yes.
So I do not know how well Lilly is going to do. But what I saw, since you brought up the Indian market, so I saw a report today in the papers which said 83% of Indians have drug resistance or bacteria resistance in them. And so if and when they fall sick, it is going to become too difficult. In such a situation, you are going to have a company like Natco, if not Natco, some company like Natco, that is going to copy the patents and sell them in India and go to the Supreme Court for protection, saying in a life-saving situation, price protection does not matter. Like what Natco did to Roche, the German company, which had Riddispam, which is a specialized injection for the backbone trouble, just as the patent was going out. What they did is they Natco copied Riddispam and made sure it was available at 1/10 the
Price.
price.
Yes.
So my worry for Eli Lilly at the height of the market is somebody will copy the drug and put it out. So companies like Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk have to keep running through loops to remain where they are. And this is extremely difficult and tough.
So keep in mind also, this is what Anand is talking about in normal context. But we are living in a strange world right now where the Americans and the Chinese are at each other. So the Chinese are very much incentivized to torpedo this whole thing, and they are working actively also themselves to copy these kind of drugs and flood the market themselves, saying that you capitalist, here, take it. So we are going to live during some interesting times over the next few years, like Anand said.
So the profit depends on the developed world and the basket of products which is yet to come.
Correct.
These products already the earnings are made. Therefore, if you have to be a benefit from this, you should have been an owner 10 years back. But if you're an owner today, you're looking good if you're held it for 5 years or more.
Yes.
So for us, Eli Lilly has passed the bet, and we have to look and wait and watch to see which Indian company copies them as quickly as possible.
So, if anything, this is more like a case study for you to learn from Eli Lilly's case, that try to study these pharma companies and see and understand what is happening in pharmaceutical industry, and deep dive and see what are the product lines they have and the future of these product lines, and start following it. By following this on a regular basis, you may be able to pick up the next Eli Lilly which comes around the horizon.
But you have to understand, pharma is a blockbuster product.
Correct.
So if the blockbuster is fully milked,
Yes.
the valuations will come crashing down.
Correct. So it all depends on it being in your circle of competence. Anyway, thanks for watching Bearish today. I hope you found this video informative and entertaining and gave you some insight into what happened with Eli Lilly and the $1 trillion valuation. And if you should be considering Eli Lilly as a buy right now, it is really not a buy right now at these kind of valuations. Is finally what Anand has concluded. So wishing you a wonderful weekend and see you tomorrow for another one.
Thank you for supporting BRIDGE.
Thank you.